This is not wicked word. This is not confusion word. Listen to Palibran. Palibran. I'm really telling you a story.
Oh, God. Ubongo. Ukone memere. Yiger. Odade ondade. Opade mo no demo. Itemna yeje gwatom. Okutere wata nora. Bushnam. Almanu. Oh, come. Digu bagodu de. Oh, come. Chinoji na do ya jubos. Mudakayina to me benaru and over. 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 Oh, God. What you got to do? Anakana bayan another major. Nachimagamba in no supermajor. I see can I injure with the phone.
You must go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, very, absolutely fantastic. You must listen. Is bringing a dimension to this very awareness that we are making, and you must listen to him. Very, very important.
Nigeria on a daily basis witness the impunity which is so-called Fulani herdsmen extremists who share an ethnic and religious identity with President Buhari and the Fulani elite, which now dominates all key institutions in Nigeria.
To open an investigation specifically into the wide-scale and systematic killing of the civilian population, and most notably targeting the indigenous of Biafra.
Clear that now we put the Biafran issue on the radar screen of the government, of the Biden administration, of Congress.
Ongoing and wide-scale systematic killing of the civilian population, and again specifically targeting the IPOB.
Of weapons being used against Biafrans, but affirmatively supporting an effort to have an independence referendum organized and conducted by the United Nations, as was done in South Sudan.
Formally open an investigation and look into what we are identifying as a genocide that's being committed by the Nigerian government and extremist Fulanis against the indigenous people of Biafra.
There's been nothing in experience since 1960 to suggest it simply is not a way, given the history of division between the Fulani and the Biafrans, to think that they can coexist under a single sovereign roof.
God began to speak to me about Biafra, and I'm worried. I stopped somewhere last month, and I'm going to throw a little light on another one. And I pray that the authority concerned should listen to me. And it's a statement. Dialogue now, so that you should not be knocking the door for dialogue and there's no dialogue. That's what God told me. I keep saying it. I said there is a spirit in this young man. It is bigger than what physical eye can see. I'm not an Igbo man, I'm a Yoruba man, but I'm speaking as a prophet. I said what I see in this young man is bigger than him. You see, the man, the small boy that they call him, what is inside him is bigger. It's not just an ideology, it's bigger. I said, I see an animal. Which animal did I tell you last time? Huh? I said what? A what? A what? A small puppy. And I say, I see a small puppy going forward. I saw many strange wild animals, lion, bear, great animals around the puppy. Then I saw the puppy look back and saw that the animals around him are so many. Suddenly the puppy, what I saw last month is different from what I'm seeing now. The puppy is developing some futures of wild animals. This prophetic word is not to the negative. It's very important. Take the Biafra agitation serious. Dialogue now. Because I see a time, doors are knocked, calls are made. People who are heady are saying we have come down, but these people are not willing to dialogue again. Please, redeeming the time, for the days are evil. Dialogue now. Dialogue now. I repeat it again. I'm not an evil man, but I'm telling you what I'm shown in the spirit. What? I'm seeing great people, important people in this nation coming together and saying, now, okay, we want to sit on the table, let us talk. But the people you want to talk with are saying, it's too late. Please, dialogue now. The days ahead are evil. Dialogue now. This is not a cry of a baby, it's a cry of an adult. I repeat it again. Dialogue now. Please, every authority, there come a time when a revolution is about to take place. The power of gun, bombs, and bullets cannot hold an ideology. Please, dialogue now. This is not the time of, I have bullet, I have gun, I have bomb. This has nothing to do with bullet and bomb. If you know what I'm seeing in the realm of the spirit, everyone in federal authority should take the Biafra agitation serious. If you are once a founding father of this nation, sit down around the table and listen to your children. Dialogue now. This is not the time to arrest anybody. It's the time to hear the cry of the people. Dialogue now. Because he's going to be the last resultant solution at the end. But when you are asking, when the king come down from his throne and he's saying, I'm ready to talk, and everybody is throwing stone at you, then you will know that it is important to dialogue with honor and prestige and go out and there is peace in the land.
do you cage Nnamdi Kanu? In fact, I want to call that Nnamdi Kanu should be released. A freedom fight agitator who said that, look, he wants liberation for his people. Why are you incarcerating him? Why are you not going to arrest Fulani men? Look at the bomb blast in train blast in Abuja to Kaduna. Up to today, our people are still being kept by these bandits. Where are the security? Where is the president? Where is the security act to go out and rescue these people? Tell me what is happening. It is a shame. Tell me, Igboho, they went after him in the southwest and were able to stop him. At least we're not hearing about Igboho again. Why can't they stop these Fulani men who are terrorizing this country and made it impossible? They come to Benue and kill. Just in my local government, within the space of 40 people have been killed. More than 40 people. In another local government, over 20 people were killed. And then you want me to keep quiet. They want to intimidate us. I will never be intimidated. At least, let me talk. If at the end nothing happens, and some of you are keeping quiet, keep quiet to your end. But I want to say that the rest of Nigerians, you people are joking. I raised alarm in 2016 that these things were going to happen. What is it that I have not said? I have said it. If Nigerians want to get out of this, they should arise. Arise television, as your name implies. Arise and let us liberate ourselves. President Buhari and his cohorts are not able to do it.
Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Welcome to today's live and special broadcast. You are listening and watching live direct of Biafra 97.5 FM, live and direct on Enter Biafra channel 1-2, live streaming app on YouTube and other social media platforms, including the IPOB Autopilot media platform around the world. What we are doing is to make sure we guide our people, protect them as much as we can until Biafra become a nation and an independent state. We are getting closer to our freedom, and our enemy are intensifying their attack. They are quick to run over our land. And we are going to remain resolute. We are going to remain focused. We are going to make sure that we protect the life and property of our women and children. We're going to make sure that we secure and safeguard our land at all costs. This is a special broadcast today. I did not come here to do exposition as we normally do. I have come here to make a special announcement and, of course, pass some information from the revolutionary leaders of the Biafra movement. As a spokesperson of Biafra people, I am here to pass this information and instruction, and you must listen very attentively. Before going into today's broadcast and announcement, I want to share some stories with my fellow Biafrans. If at this point you still see Simon Ekpa as your enemy, you are spiritually blind. If at this point you still go to some native doctor, You still go to some oracle to hurt Simon Ekpa for no reason. You are spiritually blind. If at this point, all you do is to plan how to hurt Simon Ekpa or Biafra, or how to sabotage the Biafra freedom, which is coming next year, honestly, I'm sorry for you. I want to share this very brief story with Biafrans. Somebody who I have done nothing to, somebody whom I didn't know, I've never spoken with him. Simon Ekpa has been his problem from the day Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped. He doesn't want to hear my name. Every time he opens his mouth, all he is doing is to blackmail and want Simon Ekpa dead at all costs. It happens that this particular man went to some oracle in Oka. He went to Oka to do juju to kill himself, not me. After doing the juju, he even used a gun to kill himself, not me. After the juju, the chief priest asked him to use the gun and shoot the person they claim is Simon Ekpa. He used the gun and shoot himself, not Simon Ekpa. After that, he came out and bragged that Simon Ekpa will not last more than November. That Simon Ekpa is going to die before November end. Last week, he slumped and died. Sampa is still sitting here working for Biafra people. If you know this man that died after going to Oka to kill himself in the name of fighting Simon Ekpa, some of you know him. Some of you watching me today. Some of you that refuse to repent. If you know this man and you know that he have actually died fighting for Simon, fighting against Simon Ekpa, looking for how to kill Simon Ekpa, and that have not taught you a lesson, you will be the next. You are going to be next. Repent. Repent. If you don't want to fight Biafra again, repent and remain silent. You can't stop this movement. You can't stop this movement. You can't stop this movement. And to those people that will collect money, I don't want to advise the chief priest of different oracles. If they come to you, collect their money, do all the juju that they ask you to do. If what they ask you to do, if my hand is clean, continue to do the juju, let the juju work against them. But if my hand is not clean, according to what they have come to you, let everything you are going to do, let it work against it. If all those things you see, I told you people that before December ending, all of you that have gone to one place or the other trying to hunt Simon Ekpa, you will have a story to tell. If you do not tell that story, some people will tell that story by themselves. Because some of you will not be around to tell the story before the end of this December. So, I am here to remind you again to leave me alone. Let me fight this fight with God and the multitude of over 70 million Biafrans that are supporting what we are doing for their own freedom. You can't fight God. You can't fight the truth and win. I also heard that some of them are bragging, still bragging, that they are going to follow Simon Ekpa with juju. Not me. So if you know this man, you know he did on the shrine. I wouldn't mention the oracle, so that it will not bring bad markets to them. I will not mention the oracle where he went to do this thing. After doing it, now he is dead. What did he gain? He killed himself. Because that gun he shoot at something he says Simon Ekpa in the shrine have turned around to be himself. Nobody stopped this movement for the freedom of Biafra people. We have seen death of our children during the war. After the war, Nigeria continued to kill us. Today, we have lost many people in Eheamofu, and nobody is talking. I want to also call on all the media personnel and the media team of the autopilot to cease fire on Amidon. We don't have problem with him. Do not waste your time talking ill about him on social media. Do not waste your time attacking him on social media. From tonight, Amidon is not our problem. Those who are our problem are the politicians. Politicians who have used your vote to impoverish you till today. So from tonight, I appeal to all autopiloted IPOB. I appeal to reference, ceasefire on Amidon. Show him love like you have always do. And let him also stay away, like he said that he has been advised, from issue that will contradict his belief and opinion. Amidon is our own, is a young man, and we must help him as well to excel in his career. Let every attack on him cease from tonight. I also want to inform Biafrans that I have as well forgiven Peter Agbakalo. From tonight, I forgive and forget whatever Peter Agbakalo have done. He is not my problem. He is not our problem. If Peter Agbakalo wished me bad, I leave him with God. If he wished me good, I also leave him with God. So from tonight, any attack against Peter Agbakalo should cease. Not attack, insult, blackmail him anymore. We have forgiven him. He's our own, and our own he will continue to be. I also apologize to Peter Agbakalo for calling him idiot. My response to the message. I come here this evening with a heavy heart. forgive him, and let us pretend he never wished us evil. Ofona ogu ka anyị ji aga. We don't hurt our own. We are only after those who say we cannot get freedom. Eheamofu is this week. We are going to have meeting with every indigene from Eheamofu living outside Nigeria. Living outside Nigeria, living outside Biafra land. If you know you are from Isuzo, local government area of Enugu State. If you know you are from Isuzo, local government of Enugu State, follow us on Twitter, follow us on all social media, follow all the media team. We are going to also meeting with every sons and daughters of the Isuzo local government, Enugu State, Biafra province of Enugu State, or Enugu State of Biafra province. We are going to have a Zoom meeting stressing on the security of life, of people, properties, and the land of the people of Isuzo local government. So I want this particular information to go around and share it. This meeting, the information about the meeting, the date and time will be made available any moment from now. It does not matter whether Fulani stooge get into the meeting. It does not matter who comes into the meeting. We are going to have modus, how we are going to accept people into the meeting and all that. Anybody who wants to spy can come to the meeting. We are meeting people of Eheamofu and Isuzu local government sometime this week. So please follow us so you get the information when the meeting will be taking place and all that. There are some things we need to go through. We need to discuss. It is not something that is because of we don't know who is coming and who is who. So it is not, we are not going to discuss anything has to do with security and all that. No, we are not going to discuss anything security. It is something that is going to be open, and we just want to get some specific information from people of issues of local government. For the days ahead and the weeks ahead, we need to have a broader and omuna discussion with the people of issues of local government. Because of the silence of the leaders of Ndigbo, political leaders, those who call themselves that they are the one piloting the affair of politics in Igbo land, Igbo speaking part of Biafra. Because of the killings, because of the insecurity, because of their lackadaisical approach, because of their I don't care approach, attitude on the killings going on today in Eheamofu. Eheamofu is part of Biafra land, and they are our brothers and sisters. Because of this particular attitude that the Igbo leaders and political elite has displayed after the massacre in Eheamofu. Biafra people have asked me that this evening I should release the following announcement to the entire Biafra. From tonight, there will be no any political gathering of any kind in entire Biafra land until the issue in Eheamofu is solved completely. From tonight, there will be no any political gathering in Alibu. In Alibu, there will be no any political gathering of any kind, any type, until there is no killing in Eheamofu, until we confirm that there will be no any more killing in Eheamofu. This is the message, so that you will not say, I was not told. Biafra people have decided that from tonight, the 19th day of December 2022, because of the killings, annihilation of a group going on, starting from Eheamofu, which is the Isuzolo government, because of the genocide committed by the Nigerian military, helping the terrorists in Eheamofu local government. From tonight, there will be no any political gathering of any type, any kind in Alibu. I don't know whether this particular information is clear. The message has been passed. I will repeat it again. Because of the killings being sponsored by the Nigerian government, as we have witnessed in Isuzu local government area of Enugu State, where over 100 people have been slaughtered. Because of the ethnic cleansing going on in Enugu State and other parts of Biafra land, and the entire political elite from Igbo-speaking part of Biafra remains silent. Because of this, and because we are putting security measures in place to make sure that we know when they come and we know when to defend our land, there will be no political gathering of any type. Not even a local government political gathering, not a councillor political gathering, no canopy anywhere in the name of political gathering of anything, of any kind, will be seen in entire Biafra, Igbo-speaking part of Biafra, until we are very, very sure that these criminals, these terrorists, will not come to attack us again. And anybody who think that he is bigger than the 70 million of Biafrans that we are speaking their mind now and passing this message, you can go and try yourself. 2, because of the military involvement in the killings going on in Enugu and other parts of Biafra land, will maintain that no military checkpoint will be allowed in Biafra land. With this particular announcement has been made in the past, but we are repeating it again. We are repeating it again, that no military checkpoint will be allowed anywhere in Biafra land. We have said it before, but we are repeating it again. Being that the military was complicit in the killing of over 100 people in Isuzu local government so far. The reason being that the military are infiltrated with Boko Haram members. The reason being that the man who was videoing himself is also suspected to be a military officer. So we are making it very clear for those who want to call heaven for this announcement. Please cut the video so that when you are calling anywhere you are calling, you will also forward this video to their email. Call to Obama, call to Bill Clinton, call to Joe Biden, call to Putin, call to European Union, call to Israel, call to anywhere you want to call. As you are calling, please cut this part of this video where I said there will be no military checkpoint allowed in Biafra land, because they are all terrorists and have abetted the slaughtering of over 100 people in Eheamofu. And this is not just about Eheamofu. It has been the reason why we don't want to see any military checkpoint in Biafra land. And again, because you see them today does not mean you are going to see them tomorrow. You see them tomorrow does not mean you are going to see them next tomorrow. If you have any brother in Nigeria army and they are part of the killing of our people in Enugu, in Anambra, in Imo State, tell them that they will never make it next year. Those who have come to kill our people will never make it. So we are making it again categorically clear that because of the military getting involved in the killing our people, we do not want to see any military checkpoint anywhere in Biafra land starting from tonight. If you like, you can go and put checkpoint in order to kill Biafrans. As this is going on, we are going to review and reassess this pronouncement in due time between now and second week of January 2023. We are going to review this particular pronouncement and either make amendment or we tighten the knot, depending on what is on ground. Because of this, the commitment of the political elite and leaders in Biafra land, because of this silence in the killing of people in this local government, those who sold the land that belongs to the community without the consent of the community during the selling of this land. If you have your hand in selling this land to the terrorists that are coming to kill our people today, from tonight, leave Biafra land until further notice. From tonight, pack your land, your bag, and leave Biafra land. Come back when we have finished making sure that no terrorist is anymore killing our people in Biafra land. I'm going to announce it again. If you know that you are one of the political elite leaders that sold land to Fulani terrorists without the consent and approval of your community, from tonight, Biafra people say, pack your load, your bag and baggages, leave Biafra land from tonight, because it will not be easy for you. Come back after you have heard in the news that Biafra land is now free from terrorists and free from criminals. You can then come back and settle with your community, because we love you. We love you, and we don't want anything to happen to anybody. Communities that sold land to Fulani terrorists, and they are now begin to terrorize you. From tonight, gather yourself how you sold that land to them, refund their money, and collect the land back. You have between now and the 31st of December. Communities sold land to Fulani terrorists in any nomenclature. You have between today and the 31st of December to gather the money, return back to the Fulani, and collect the land back. And if the Fulani terrorists refuse to collect the money, raise alarm so that we will know that you have raised alarm. And the Biafra people will mark your community somewhere that, yes, you raise alarm for this particular issue. I hope I'm communicating. You know, like I said, the broadcast today is all about a special announcement. It is not a normal broadcast, like I've said before. So I want all of you to also pay attention to the following. Also, the last time we made a exposition about the land of people that the government of Enugu State are collecting from people, and they convert it to their individuals. We also understand that most of the people that this land were collected from, the government have not returned all of them. So we are not here, we are not agitating to settle land dispute. We don't settle land dispute, but there are lands that the government collected, or collected it in the name of government, but it is not actually government. And I made it as position some time ago. So we know that after that exposition, many of those land were returned, especially the one with the University of Nsukka, and then probably other ones were returned because land was converted, it becomes individual land. So if you are part of the people that have converted the land of people into your own personal property in Enugu State to be precise, from tonight, return people their land, because it is not about government. We know that you use the government name to collect it. I've made this exposition before. After this exposition, a lot of land were returned. I'm saying again, Biafra people say, if you collect land of people in the name of Enugu State Commissioner for Land, or whatever your name is, return this land to the rightful owners. The government did not collect the land. It is you and your group that have converted this land in the name of government. So this exposition I have made a few months ago. Why we are saying this thing is that it is not going to be very easy for those who are political leaders and people are getting killed in your constituency and you are not talking. Those who get involved in selling the land to Fulani terrorists without your community, and while they are killing people in your community, you are somewhere enjoying Nkwobi. It will no longer be possible for you to enjoy that Nkwobi. You will go back to your village and stay, and you are going to be part of those that we are going to give weapons to fight against the Fulani that you brought to your community. I am telling you the fact. So if you know that you are one of those who sold land to people to come and kill your communities in Biafra land, you are going to be part of the fight. We'll make sure we'll get you, we'll give you every machinery, every machete you need, every gun you need. I will put you in the war front. You will go there and fight. It is going to happen. I will start it from Eheamofu. You are going to fight. All of you, we are saying it now from this night. We will make sure anywhere you are, we are going to get you. I will put you in the war front. You are going to fight these terrorists yourself. Because you cannot be endangering the life of other people. And then you are somewhere in the city enjoying yourself. So if you are one of those, I want you to make this video available to anybody in case, because your community know you. Some of you that have become God in your community knows you. So we have resolved that going forward, starting from Eheamofu in Isuzu local government, all those people that were involved in selling the land to terrorists, that they will come to start killing people now. We will get you and we will give you weapons to go and fight them. We will fight with you. But you are going to be part of this fight. So that other people somewhere in other state are going to learn a lesson. We make everybody is going to be involved in this. So, this is the special announcement that I want to pass to Biafrans this evening. But you know, we are not going to end this program without showing you one or two videos of what Nigeria have done and how Nigeria operates. So I want to play this video, and I want everybody to understand what is going on. Now, I want everyone to listen to this video.
You know what I'm talking about. You can Google as I talk. What is Californium? Californium.
Is a state in the United States?
No. It's a precious stone.
Oh, not California.
That's why I want to tell you this.
Californium.
Californium in today's market. Google and tell me the price before I finish talking. In today's market today, in the world market today, one may ask, in Borno State, there is Boko Haram. There are areas that are still mined, now no-go area. The weather is harsh. It's very unfriendly. It's a small place. But there is something the international community with the connivance of Nigeria. Every day you have NGOs
coming into,
and they're hiring houses from 10 years, 20 years and above. And once you give them the price, they don't ask, they just pay. What are they doing? Why are most of them coming with satellite telephones?
Yeah.
Why are most of them coming with PCs that are working with the same satellite telephones?
Computers that are working directly with satellite.
How come most of them come under the guise of supportive activities to the poor? They are giving them medication. Did the Ministry of Health bother to discover the type of medicine they are giving to the poor? How come there is increase in kidney and cancer, kidney and liver and cancer problems in Borno? How come it is attacking old people? How come the NGOs live in the wee hours of the night where soldiers dread to go? Police, security men cannot go. They go this californium that they take per day. How much is a gram of californium in world market today? Who has Google to know? 27,100,000 per gram. $1 billion. I didn't say naira. Yes, it's the most expensive thing.
Do we have it in Nigeria?
In abundance in Borno. That's what started the Boko Haram. That's the game. Are we aware? How can we be ignorant of our country, of our place, of what God has given to us? If we don't know your country, what type of leadership are you coming to give? You are a liability if you don't know. How can we be supporting ignorance to say that's where we search for leadership? What can we do about it?
Somebody should read it out. How much is californium?
Okay. Californium is...
Talk to the mic properly.
Californium is $27 million per gram, not kilogram.
So how many grams is in a kilogram?
1,000.
1,000 grams makes 1 kilogram. And 1 gram is
27 million.
So 1 kilogram
is the most expensive. You know when I knew this? 1996.
Now, do you know what they are not telling you? Every community in Biafra land, every community anywhere in Nigeria that Fulani terrorists are coming to kill, there is something there. There is something they have seen that you don't know. There is something they have seen that even the communities don't know. There is something they have seen that you don't know, and they will stop acting until they get it. That is why not even 1 inch of Biafra land will be sold to any Fulani terrorist. Not even 1 inch of Biafra land will be given away to anybody that will come to kill us instead of bringing development. So when you see them in Eheamofu, when you see the ministers of local government ready to do anything to create fear so that people can run away, we are not running away. We will only use those who sold the land to them to teach other people lesson by making sure they get involved in the fight to retrieve the land back. So if you are watching me this evening and you know that you have sold land to Fulani terrorists without knowing what is in the land you have sold to them, it is not just about the resources or anything. No, what we're after here is the life and properties of our people, the life of our women, the life of our children, the life of everybody that is in that community. Now, check it. Look at how many years of Boko Haram war. Today, you go to the Lake Chad or whatever they call it, Lake Chad also, there is crude oil there. You know, in Lake Chad, Boko Haram have made it possible that nobody goes to that place again in Lake Chad. They are in charge. Nigeria doesn't know what is going on there. I'm telling you. Nigeria doesn't know what is going on in Lake Chad. Who are those in charge? Fulani terrorists from the north. They are in charge of the oil. They are in charge of the Lake Chad, everything there, controlling them through the Boko Haram. I want you to understand that today they have instructed their Boko Haram to calm down. They told them, calm down. Election is coming. Let us reduce the tension from the north. Instruction has been given. That is why you are not hearing too much noise from them. So, but we are different. We are not terrorists. That is why our noise is increasing by the day. Our noise is increasing by the day. While the noise of the terrorists in the north are reducing, our noise will be increasing because we can never be part of this Nigeria setup again from 2023. Never. So the people in Eheamofu may not even know why these terrorists say they must kill all of them. The people in Eheamofu do not know the reason why these terrorists will come with a helicopter. As I'm talking to you now, they came with over 200 special squad to kill our people. Over 200 of killer squad in Eheamofu. They dropped helicopter. The helicopter came there and dropped weapon. From where? From 82 Division in Ogu. 82 Division. And who else who know where else? Only God knows. Have you also not read that the Inter-Society, or whatever they call them, have called for the removal of the GOC of 82 Division because of the way he is shielding and protecting this particular herdsman? Sorry. Do you understand? So when you see them killing Mufu, bring helicopter, it is something they are looking for. There is something that they have discovered there that you don't know. So let us listen.
And one of the offenses we committed to some big men is getting to know this. We were tagged enemies, and it should not be known. 1996, I was tagged. Remember, at that time, there was the first campaign against me in Concord newspaper, front page, the Iron Man behind Abacha. That was the beginning on how to destroy me. And all for Nigeria. And I'm doing it for our well-being. If you sit down and say, Kuwait is rich, how can we be seeing our relations, our parents? Whosoever you are, a mother is a mother. You see mothers carrying wood, and that's your mother. If you laugh at her because she's poor, she's your mother. You see an uncle trekking with some without shoes into the farm, toiling the soil, that's your father.
Now, some of you will be wondering, why is this man doing like this? Now, let us go and check Major Almost. All right, sorry about the mic. Sorry about the mic. Major Mustafa. Major Al-Mustafa. All right, let us check Major Mustafa tribe. I did not actually prepare for, but I wonder why it is not here. All right, so let us look at this. Of course, this is from the internet, but however, it is still like, it is something that is known by everyone. That Mustafa is an Hausa man, okay? Mustafa is an Hausa man, and of course, some of you will not understand what is going on. So, Hamza Mustafa was born from Hausa family and educated in Nguru. He enrolled at the Nigeria Defense Academy, Kaduna, and was commissioned into the Nigeria Army in 1983. So he is an Hausa man, not a Fulani man. I think that's all. That's the only thing I wanted to show. I wanted to show you people is that he is not a Fulani man. He's an Hausa man. Okay. Now let us go here.
That 2023 will not be like 2019 and 2015. Comrades, are we communicating? 2023 will not be like 2019 and 2015. But I want to appeal to you, distinguished comrades, that we must get our PVC.
I understood was that his speech was almost over. But my presence reignited him back to square zero. And I'm happy we are meeting here today. But let me assure you, I'm not here on any political platform. I'm here driven out of concern and care for Nigeria. And that also does not mean that scratching at yesterday from misinformation, packages of propaganda that subjected me to persecution cannot be scratched. I love it whenever it is scratched deeper so that people can understand. Mr. President, before I start, let me first apologize. I was in another program at Transcorp, and I had to conclude and rush here. I apologize for all of us coming late. Mr. President, protocol was established before I came here. So most humbly, I want to say I am standing on the well-laid protocol so established before our arrival. And I also thank you, comrades, for giving me the opportunity, no matter how short it might be, to share our thoughts at this time in Nigeria's history with you today. At the beginning, every Nigerian, particularly elites and special case, is the label. You must dissect the history that brought Nigeria to where we are. And let me start it this way. With the discovery of oil, and with the restructuring of a body outside Nigeria by some foreign interest, ideas were put forward and Nigeria became the main target. There were issues that were brought to the fore that the media took. But there were so much that people are not aware. And what people are not aware is what I'm going to talk about. Whether it is considered friendly or it is considered painful, the country I have is Nigeria. Speaking the truth to my brothers and sisters in Nigeria is part of worship. When people understand themselves, when mutual suspicion is forced to give way, when facts and truth govern what people do and say, when lies give way, and when light beams on the patches of obstacles deliberately created by man, then that environment becomes safe for mankind to dwell therein. In 1972, it was agreed that Nigeria should not, under any guise, be allowed to grow. I said this yesterday. Many leaders called me until they found these secret documents. And I'm going to talk in this direction, culminating to the games going on even now. And I am concerned now simply because we are inching into another phase of a program that will face this country in a hard way. And take her who is also a Nigerian, who is also a father who has children who care for the well-being of this country. I know I was part of some military governments yesterday, but one may ask, at what capacity? What was my age? Were the allegations laid on me true? I went through persecution, met 15 judges, set aside. Those who persecuted me and called me names on pages of newspapers are ashamed to look at me. They cannot shake hands with me. They are elder members of elder states. If the case were to be in reversal order, no, it won't be different. But I was painted the way I was painted. So my destiny is to go through that path, and I'm happy. God Almighty has designed it for me to be cooked that way. I am who I am. I am who I was when I served. And that's why whenever you see a literature, look at the other side of the coin. Who is the person you are talking about? The me that you see is that was. What we have done to labor, you don't know because we don't come to the pages of newspapers to talk. But time and events will tell. If the reverse of who I was what you have heard and what you commented upon, then that's another thing. I wouldn't even be here, alive to start with. But I am here. My destiny is still kicking. God bless Nigeria. In the 70s, it was agreed this country of ours should not grow. What happened in the 70s? The discovery of oil and gas. I will be very brief, deliberately, to be able to deliver the messages I want to deliver. Tire production, textile industries, and paper mills were the pride of Nigeria, generating revenue, job opportunities, competing with any elsewhere. But the moment oil and gas began to flourish, and then when they introduced something called domestic dirty oil politics in Nigeria, and when those who introduced it began to now siphon and make sense against the country's revenue, also adopted yet another formula called international transformer is made to trip when there is overload or fire. And when the fire becomes heavy, the smoke must escape. It will bolt and it will trip off. Once it trips off, at intermittent breaks, gas and energy were escaping through it. That is to say, you will never have enough energy to run your industries. Till this moment, you have them all littered around Nigeria. They understand.
So did you see how you are now in darkness today. The people that have been ruling Nigeria in the hand of the Fulani nomadic never wanted you to grow. So they deliberately were excluding these transformers and disenfranchise you and make you poor. That is exactly what we are not going to do in Biafra. That is why we say the Nigeria setup is not to progress. Nigeria were never designed to progress. It was designed that every single step they make, somebody will sabotage it so that they have their agenda, which is not to develop Nigeria, but you got to run over the entire nation and turn it into what they want it to be later on. So if you listen to this story, you find out that it is the truth. That is why every time you will hear your transformer has blown. In those days, transformer blow, and your transformer blow, you will never have electricity for almost half a year before anybody will come to say even they want to repair it like the NEPA and all that. Nobody. Your community have to contribute money, to be able to change the transformer, and the transformer will still blow up again. And this is how the Biafra people and Nigeria struggle and struggle and struggle to what you see today, and everybody is in poverty. Because one of the biggest factor to develop a very strong and stable economy is electricity, is energy. Without energy, there is nothing. And that is where some of the one of the things they use to destroy Nigeria. All right.
Standing here is, who are the owners of these transformers? Who shipped them in? How many of the leaders knew about this game? How did you lose your industries? How come you don't have any to show? How come even when you lost them, people are privatizing them and taking out equipment and selling them at cheaper rates? How come you have so many people very poor within the labor who used to tell you to go on strike? Sit back, reflect, let the leadership think. At what time did you go on strike and for what? For the common good of the last poor person in labor, or for personal interest in having coalition with governments? Military or civil, I don't want to know. Friction between leaders and labor and those in power or the leadership were another thing entirely. All I know was my own assignment was keeping it safe and afloat, and it was.
Now, what I wanted to show to you was when he explained about Sambisa Forest.
Before I came, problems bedeviling were known or must have been mentioned, and you know much better. The fact that people urge to come power is another thing entirely. Know what to do with the power timely. It's what lofty ideas, lofty policies, when you in retrospect turn to look, it is affordable. And if within indicators and time given, such things cannot be seen to be done. Such government should be seen. Who has empowered the labor? How much do you have in your working in the textile industry? What are they? There is a game, and that's all I want you to understand. They want you to work. You have the knowledge, but you don't have the support. How can you work? Military government in place. It is coup that brought them to power. What you may not know is that there are international communities involved. There are Nigerians involved, contractors and civilians involved. There are some notable civil servants involved. When the need to look for resources to run African states became an issue. Nigeria was more or less totally bankrupt. The need to run Nigeria became an issue. Salary payment was difficult. Then Libyan government, along with Germany, realized a satellite from a private satellite company that has shares of government of Germany in it.
And I want everybody to listen.
They discovered uranium in abundance and in high quality, well spread in Nigeria. Out of curiosity, that leader and other leaders decided to say, such part of Nigeria, let's take a look. They were shocked with what they discovered. in Northeast, they discovered, and that portion in part of Zambeza leading to Lake Chad.
Did you hear that? In part of Zambeza leading to Lake Chad. And I have just made comment about Lake Chad a while ago. And I told you that the oil that is in Lake Chad, Nigeria, it is not being accounted for. Completely not accounted for. Those people sponsoring the Boko Haram takeover of Nigeria, the Islamic State, are completely in charge of the oil in the Lake Chad. Are you aware of that? Okay, you have heard me today. So I am telling you that the oil in that Lake Chad is completely under the control of the terrorists and the sponsors. I have just said it that now today.
What was deposited there? This is not hearsay. I was in Libya. I was in attendance along with Nigeria's ambassador. Two of us allowed. Then he was let go, and I was left alone, along with the Libyan leader and the German company and the owners of the satellite. What was kept there was capable of producing 10 Dubais, 1996. You can quote me, in the eyes of this world, Mustafa said so.
Are you hearing it? What was deposited in Sambisa forest can produce 10 Dubai. So you see, where all these northerners, their riches and their billionaire, Babagida, Dangote, all of them, who knows, coming from. They say that what was deposited in 1996 in Sambisa forest today, the den of Boko Haram, can produce 10 Dubai. Do you now understand why they come with a helicopter to our land, where they have discovered something that you, business buying and selling, don't know? You are busy going to your shop every morning. Why these people are busy looking into what you don't know about in your land? You want to go and sell? Let us go market. Your shop is open. My shop is closed. In your land, they know something you do not know. You understand? The mineral thing that is in Sambisa forest can build 10 Dubai. Where is the money? And who is now mining these particular natural resources?
I am not into rhetorics. I love this country. I stand for this country. We are already targeted and hated by numerous forces. But if that is what they should do for us rendering service to Nigeria, then definitely they have not started. What we discovered at that material time was a shocker. So I asked questions as if I didn't understood what they were saying. The Libyan leader then, the so rest in peace, said, and I quote, I mean, what is in this place is enough for you to produce 10 Dubais, 1996. The product of this satellite was brought to Nigerian head of state by me. I brought the 2 metallic boxes. Where is it? Who took it? What happened? Where is the money? Now hold on. What might interest you is what I'm going to say. Nigeria is poor. Your industries are dead. But hear this. 1999, November 1st, I was in prison. They came to meet me in prison. And they asked me numerous questions on the way we were managing some certain things about Nigeria. I wouldn't want to mention. They mentioned some names and I quote, I mean, what was kept there was capable of producing 10 Dubais, 1996. You can quote me, in the eyes of this world, Mustafa said.
Now, did you hear that? What was kept there is capable of producing 10 Dubai. Now, he did not mention that thing that was kept there. But here, he mentioned.
You know what I'm talking about. You can Google as I talk. What is Californium? Californium.
Is a state in the United States?
No. It's a precious stone.
Oh, not California.
That's why I want to tell you this.
Californium.
Californium in today's market, Google and tell me the price before I finish talking. In today's market today, in the world market today, One may ask, in Borno State, there is Boko Haram. There are areas that are still mined, now no-go area. The weather is harsh. It's very unfriendly. It's a small place. But there is something the international community with the connivance of Nigeria. Every day you have NGOs
coming into,
and they are hiring houses from 10 years, 20 years and above. And once you give them the price, they don't ask, they just pay. What are they doing? Why are most of them coming with satellite telephones? Why are most of them coming with PCs that are working with some satellite telephones?
Computers that are working directly with satellite.
How come most of them come under the guise of supportive activities to the poor? They are giving them medication. Did the Ministry of Health bother to discover the type of medicine they are giving to the poor? How come there is increase in kidney and cancer, kidney and liver and cancer problems in Borno? How come it is attacking old people? How come the NGOs live in the wee hours of the night where soldiers dread to go? Police, security men cannot go. They go this Californium do they take per day? How much is a gram of Californium in world market today? Who has Google to know? 27,100,000 per gram. $1 million. I didn't say naira. Yes, it's the most expensive thing.
Do we have it in Nigeria?
In abundance in Borno State. That's what started the Boko Haram. That's the game.
Now, let us go to the question about this Californium. You see, how does Grammarly, the grammar check works? From the time, okay, not this one, sorry. Here, the first thing to understand is that, where is the question? Where is the question itself? Okay, sorry, here. Why does element Californium cost $27 million a gram? Okay, why does it cost $27 million a gram? And there are people that responded here by saying, for example, the first thing to understand is that no one buys Californium by the gram. They buy it by the microgram. So it isn't really $27 million per gram. It is $27 per microgram, which is almost the same thing. You only need a few microgram for most purpose, which is fortunate since the global production rate is like half a gram per year. To produce it, you need either a nuclear reactor or a particle accelerator. There are only a handful of places worldwide able to make it, and they can only make very small quantities. It is highly radioactive. The most commonly used isotope has a half-life of about 2.5 years or 2 years, 6 months. So, it's just for you to understand, what is going on that many of you don't know. So why am I bringing this? Okay. Why am I bringing all these things, to the program today? I'm bringing the program because of the attack in Eheamofu. Any place that Fulani terrorist is attacking, there is something there. And we can, whether there is something or not, we can't allow them to take our land and kill us. And never will we allow anybody to come to our land going forward to kill and take our land and kill our women and our children. We are going to protect our women in Enugu. We are going to protect our women in the entire Biafra land. We are going to protect our children, make sure that nobody comes in them of anything to take our land and kill us. So the message has been passed to Biafra people and to those who are concerned. Make sure this broadcast goes around Biafra land as we wait for implementation. God bless Mazin Ambikano. May God bless Sunday Igbo. May God bless Professor Kintoye. May God bless Umada Worldwide, our Umada and their husband. May God bless And may God bless all of you that are supporting. May God bless indigenous. May God bless all our traditional rulers on the chair. There's more pastors, priests, and all of you. May God bless all of you. From here, from me, is good evening. And thank you for the sit at home today. It recorded another very big success, and everywhere was under lock and key. Thank you.
Nigeria, on a daily basis, witness the impunity which is so-called Fulani herdsmen extremists who share an ethnic and religious identity with President Buhari and the Fulani elite, which now dominates all key institutions in Nigeria.
To open an investigation specifically into the wide-scale and systematic killing of the civilian population, and most notably targeting the indigenous people of Biafra.
Clear that now we've put the Biafran issue on the radar screen of the government, of the Biden administration, of Congress.
Ongoing and wide-scale systematic killing of the civilian population, and again specifically targeting the IPOB.
Of weapons being used against Biafrans, but affirmatively supporting an effort to have an independence referendum organized and conducted by the United Nations, as was done in South Sudan.
They formally open an investigation and look into what we are identifying as a genocide that's being committed by the Nigerian government and extremist Fulanis against the indigenous people of Biafra.
There's been nothing in experience since 1960 to suggest there simply is not a way, given the history of division between the Fulani and the Biafrans, to think that they can coexist under a single sovereign roof.
You must go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, very, absolutely fantastic job that he's doing. You must listen to him and share his videos accordingly. Very, very important. He is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we are making, and you must listen to him. Very, very important.
All right, good morning, Biafrans and lovers of freedom. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, depending on where you're joining this hour. I think let us first of all share, and then we will continue. Good morning, depending on where you're joining. Please share this broadcast immediately, and so that we have amount of people who's gonna watch and listen to the message I got this morning. I greet all of you. Those of you who are joining now, good morning. And I hope that my voice is coming clear. Thank you. Good morning. Good morning. Let me first of all share to all. It's coming clear. Okay. Thank you. Let me first of all share it. Okay, let's share together. Everybody share together. Good morning, dear friends. Please help me to share this broadcast to as much as people you can share it this morning. You're all welcome. You're all welcome. You're all welcome. In the name of CHUKWU, ABIAMA, I greet all of you. You can share it to everywhere. Share it on your Facebook. Share it this morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening, depending on where you're joining. see, we're having internet issue. We're having internet issue, so I'm gonna take it a little bit. Okay, good morning, everybody. Good morning. Please share. Then as you come in, please share immediately, and then we keep on playing. Before then, I want all of you to share on your own platforms as much as you can. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Okay.
Hi, what cause is in a woman I could everybody go billion. What Japan to many pilotimo. Well, it's a billion. Kuleo, billion. CHUKWU ABIAMA. Borona nyaga. Kuleo, billion. CHUKWU ABIAMA. Borona nyaga. Kuleo, billion. CHUKWU ABIAMA. Uzerena nyaga. Kuleo, billion. CHUKWU ABIAMA. Uzerena nyaga. Maximum respect to my own talented leader, Prophet Mazinandekano. You get quiet, America get quiet. You ain't get quiet, the whole world get quiet. You get quiet, America get quiet. You ain't get quiet, the whole world get quiet. You get quiet, America get quiet. You ain't get quiet, the whole world get quiet. You get quiet, America get quiet. You get quiet, the whole world get quiet. They came from Sahel, they came from Chad, they from Niger, Senegal and Mali, claiming our land, killing our people because of our blessings. My God, got to be in the bushes now, they're everywhere. Kidnapping and killing people every day, raping and killing our women and men, slaughtering them in their family. They go, kidnapping and killing Christians night and day, and nobody they talk. Chimo, dividing and ruling we anyhow, as if you're not human being. My God, abducting and killing Biafrans every day, and the whole world watch, the whole world they see. CHUKWU ABIAMA. They splitted us just to kill us. They rape our papa, they rape our mama. He got that ring, go to me, we are one. He shined back, we are one people. The robo is so good, we are one. He's on security, we are one people. Over the Calabari, we are one. Calabari, we are one. He got that ring, go to me, we are one. He shined back, we are one people. The robo is so good, we are one. It's also good, we are one people. We're going to Calabari, we are one. Calabari, we are one people. They splitted us, just to kill us. They rape our papa, they rape our mama. They rape our wives, they rape our girls. They rape our sisters, raping even our children. Raping their cow with the concealer to women with the top and they die. Small. Oh man, CHUKWU ABIAMA. Oh, CHUKWU ABIAMA. One nation, wake up now and fight for your freedom. Wake up, your foundation.
warning to all of them that we are not joking. I do not believe in peaceful actualization or whatever rubbish is called. I have never seen where you become free by peaceful means. If you know, you tell me. I am a student of contemporary history. I have never come across anywhere in history books where you get your freedom out of a peaceful process. It's never happened. Never, ever, ever.
Now let me ask you, if
that is why every Biafran must rise up to make sure not even chicken will be seen in the street. They capture Mazi Nnamdi. Oh, you see, we have captured him. They have captured him. Now, his activity is this Biafra thing. So, give us Igbo presence.
Amen to this.
If I give you one message to hold in your hearts today, it's this: never, ever give up. There'll be time in your life you'll want to quit, you'll want to go home. Just never quit. I've seen so many brilliant people. They gave up in life. They're totally brilliant. They were top of their class. They were the best students. They were the best of everything. They gave up. I've seen others who really didn't have that talent or that ability, and they're among the most successful people today in the world because they never quit and they never gave up. Never stop fighting for what you believe in and for the people who care about you.
Amamihe na-agani Ekutoku Biafra Isemba. Peter Obi is running for president. We no want Biafra again. Ije era chaka nira chaka awuju onye spam n'afọ. Na more half this, half that. Emoro nke ibi, emoro nke na amogari left and right. Era onye Hausa, era onye Fulani, era aka nira aka ekpe. Ana awuju onye spam n'afọ. Ekwutezi okwu Biafra Isemba. Peter Obi is running for president. We no want Biafra again. You go die. That baby nwa ahụ nọ n'afọ ga-agbawa. Nwa ahụ nọ n'afọ ga-agbawa. Ị ga-achigide nwa kubie ngini ya chi nwa. Continue na-atọ ime n'ama. Continue na-atọ ime n'ama.
Everybody will go outside to check if somebody is outside. Jesus!
Come from Senegal. We have been told they come from Mali. Some are from Niger Republic. Some are from Chad. Current governor of Kaduna State, El Rufai. Therefore, we are setting up the Eastern Security Network to combat the excesses of these vagabonds and criminals from across the Sahel. Our as long as we come on air every evening, the whole world must listen. As long as we preach this very gospel, CHUKWU ABIAMA must be with us. Therefore, without any further hesitation, we must proceed to offer every prayer to CHUKWU ABIAMA who resided in heaven. Therefore, as we always commence, not from today, but from of old, our Father who art in heaven, that your name may be hallowed by men, that we may bow at the mention of it, that we may offer every glory unto thee, that we may offer you every adoration and adulation, because there is none like thee. You fight our battles for us. Every blessed day you demonstrate through your kindness and your everlasting mercy that you are our Lord, our God, and our Creator. This evening we offer these your children unto thee all over this very planet that you created. They are listening across the entire 24
4 time zones on this very planet where they inhabit. They are listening to your gospel this very evening. This gospel of redemption, a gospel of hope, a gospel of restoration, a gospel of renewal, this very gospel of freedom, this very gospel of emancipation as only you ordained. Onye purimi that this very gospel must be preached, that mankind may be set free from the eternal damnation of the creation of the British. My goodness me, I want to remain in the spirit because we must worship heaven. We answer your name, O Lord of hosts. Everything about us is designed to offer glory unto thee. We have atoned for our sins last year. This very year we have not only atoned for our sins, we have spilled, we have shed blood, they have shed our blood. We have let our sacrifice be made unto thee. Even on the 30th of August, as we are being felled by the bullets of the enemy, by the workers of iniquity and of darkness, we remain very strong today to beckon upon thee, to ask you for your mercy and for your grace, to ensure that your kingdom is restored upon the face of the earth, that you can bring your healing hand to bear upon the life of those of them that you created for one singular purpose, and that purpose alone, which is to worship you in truth and in every honesty. Is there any way that we have erred? Is there any way that our ancestors may have sinned? We confess before a congregation of the whole of humanity to ask you, O Lord of hosts, to have mercy upon us. You must have mercy upon us. We have suffered enough. We have been subjugated enough. We have been tortured enough. We have been imprisoned enough. We did not do these people anything. Our only crime is to answer your name. Our only crime is to be born your children. Our only crime is to excel at everything that we place our hands into. Our only crime is to exhibit your glory and your blessing, which manifestedly is upon our lives every blessed day. That is why they want to kill us. That is why the British want to join those of them who don't know you to destroy your creation and your inheritance. You will not allow shame to befall your name. You will not allow the enemies to triumph over the lives of your children, because you created us to exist, to worship, to honor, and to praise you. That's exactly what we are going to do when this Biafra comes. It will come in truth and in every honesty, because we remain every blessed day. CHUKWU ABIAMA BINIGWE, whiter than white and whiter than snow. Is there any way that we have sinned that you cannot forgive us our trespasses, to enable us to fulfill your own word, which was spoken thousands of years ago, that instead of what you promised not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist? You open the arm to bless mankind with the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Those words can never be in vain, because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth today, and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace. Under our command, O Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to
come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children, the Efiks and the Bibleizon, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isoko. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Igede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy, because Biafra will come, and when it does, CHUKWU, ABIAMA, we will dance on the streets. I'm telling you, by the time that we are done, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, that your will may be fulfilled in our time. All this we pray, all this we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you. He said, my name.
We are on autopilot, I can assure you, and the precipitous collapse of the zoo.
You must go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, absolutely fantastic job that he's doing. You must listen to him and share his videos accordingly. Very important. He is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we're making, and you must listen to him. Very important.
All right. Good morning, brothers and sisters. Good morning, Biafrans and lovers of freedom. Anywhere you're joining on this broadcast, I say good morning to you. Like I said before, like all of you know, Mazi Okoko here this morning. I came to give us a good news, and also to highlight and touch some certain things that matters on this our agitation. But before then, I want to use this privilege also to thank our leader, Mazi Namdekano, who has made it possible for us today to be people who will be on the front side of this agitation, and without any fear speaking the truth of what will benefit the humanity. That's why we are here. So like as he said, those of you who are born for this particular purpose, step at the front. And that's exactly what we're doing, using our voice without violations of the human right, and also speaking to those who matter, in order for us, Biafrans, to free ourselves from those who do not like us or hate us, those who have marginalized us. And that is exactly what we're doing here. And I want to also thank our spokesperson, Mazi Simon Ekpa, and also extend my greets and salute to Madam Azuka. Of course, yesterday it was our fundraising, and at the time, but you know, before I would, Mazoko, when I get tired, I went quietly to go and sleep, to listen also sometime to myself. It's very important before Mother cross here. All right, so this morning, when you look up, you can see I titled my message this morning, Why the Hate on Biafra as we demand our freedom from the state of Nigeria, or anyhow, you can also subtitle it on your own side there. So, because why I came up with this is yesterday throughout I've been going through a lot of things that have been happening in Nigeria, and of course the hate of the Fulanis, and the hate of the politicians, and the hate of our own selves, the Biafrans. Then I began to ask myself, why this hate is from the politicians of the Southeast, those who put their hand together to kidnap Mazi Namdekano. And I begin to conclude in my mind, why should that be that even our own people put their hand together in order to hate the Biafran, them themselves demanding for their freedom? Then I asked myself, what is really wrong with some Igbo politicians, with some of our brothers who have been shouting this IPOB, give us Biafra, when P2P has never been there. And as long as they see that a political man who calls himself P2P just emerge, and all of them are now campaigning for what can never stand. And because of what they are going to eat, and because of, you know, their corrupt mindset, they are persuaded, leading themselves with Satan in order to make sure that the Biafran will not have their freedom. But one thing you must understand is that the Biafran movement is of a spiritual matter. The same way the exodus of the people of Israel from Egypt was a divine matter. I came this morning to tell all of you who are fighting seriously against the release of Nnamdi Kanu, against the freedom of Biafra, all of you are going to fail totally woefully. Because what you must understand, I'm just saying this, many of them, those who are hiding under IPOB, and of course, the same time you are persuaded one Nigeria, and who said that Biafra will not come. We want to show you this early morning, and we pray for you to be alive and see how Biafra will be free next year, 2023. One thing that you must understand is, even the Bible you read said that what God has prepared for those who love Him, no eye have seen it, except those who are in His spirit. The reason why you see so many people of us determined to make sure that Biafra come is because we have observed and seen Biafra from the spiritual realm. And having drawn our horizontal line, we are bringing you the painting here that 2023 is the destination of Biafra, whether you like it or not. And it's going to be, remember, our leader Nnamdi Kanu say, the arrival of Biafra is going to be the most greatest miracle on the surface of this earth. And we are not even pleading for you to believe it. One thing we came to assure you, and that we want to make you not to believe, not to forsake, is that God Almighty called people to stand with Nnamdi Kanu and to actualize Biafra. We are beyond what you think. No matter some of us who didn't go to school, no matter some of us, education have nothing to do with fighting for the freedom of your nation. And as long as you can understand what I'm saying now, in other words, I am educated. So I want you to be educated tonight after you hear some certain things. And I want you always, when you join the broadcast of Master Simon, broadcast of any other member, I want you to take any word you get there, go to your home and digest it. You will hear from every sentence that we make that we are not doubting the coming of Biafra, and that we know that Biafra will come. And for some of you who are still shouting Obi, you will meant to be a boy until their kingdom come. Keep on reading Macmillan and cause people to the sheep will be shut down. And the question here is, why the hate on Biafra as we demand our freedom? Sometimes we have to go through the resource of the problem. I see many people, one time I was, is it yesterday or something, I was watching the broadcast of Dr. Damage, a woman who has been in Europe all her life, who has never felt the pain of those who have been marginalized in Biafra life. Those people who are there, who are suffering. This particular woman has been in America or somewhere, they're eating burger, and now she claims to be coming out of Dr. Damage's broadcast to come and pray against her whatever. It's like I should have entered that broadcast and tell her that even her program, her prayer is not going anywhere, because those prayers are filthy. Those prayers that she made against Simon it has never gone anywhere. The prayer after she prayed that prayer is in her pocket. The prayer, she went home with that prayer, because that prayer can't know water. All of them you see here are gathered all these the people of God, and without them knowing it, because they are the ones who are depressing and oppressing the freedom that we're demanding for the state of that everybody will be free. Such a woman who came to share her crocodile tears on that Dr. Damage's broadcast are the people that are witches and wizards that are holding your destiny, that are holding the destiny of their children, but will come here to expose such people. Their prayer does not work anywhere. Any woman you see that are roughly, and I would say, fastly emotional, like that particular woman who came to her age that she prayed for against Simon, take that to a prayer room, and may that prayer, I revoke it back to you. Let everything you pray against Simon happen to your family in 1,000 folds, and that your prayer did not exceed nowhere, because you are blind, you cannot see, because you are came to shout cries like as if she's genuine. She's shouting cries. I'm trying to do as if her prayer penetrates nowhere. I want to tell such people who are fighting again, like I see I've told you people, it will be your end. Just like the one who represented, is it the Sun newspaper or whatever, who came to lie against Simon. And this particular about somebody who is writing a trash, and later the same about somebody also came to apologize. This is the way all of you, yes, the Simon, yes, the Martin, this is the way all of you will pressurize yourself to fight the thing that God has set up on this earth, which is the actualization of Biafra. All of them that are shouting and talking evil against the autopilot, against the Biafra agitation, check them. They are all bloods of the Fulani. All these obedience are the blood of Fulani in the both Igbo families. You don't know that. By our fruit you shall know us. No Igbo man, no any genuine Nigerian that have seen the impunity that are happening in that country, we tell you that he or she is comfortable where they are. Why we are shouting every day and asking for our freedom is because we are not accepted in Nigeria, and they have killed us systematically since from 1969 till up to today. The Nigerians are still killing us. They see our people that they kill in Emene. They see our people they kill in different places in Oro. Is it the one that happened recently in Enugu or the other place in the Boy State? A lot of them. How many people they can? And all these people like that idiot woman who come and attack the autopilot and attack Samaneka. You don't see the impunity. Don't you know that the Fulani armies are not? These are jihadist army. As Martin Nandano has said it here. Listen once again where it comes from. Let me play it for you. These are Fulani. So what I anything that we're doing to stop election or to say our people sit at home, we don't want to die. The moment it comes outside the protest in Nigeria, you are finished. All of them that are shouting that why are we sitting at home? We must sit at home. Number one is our leader Martin Nanekano, who won the victory in the state court of Nigeria. Still, it has never been released. And so many people are talking trash on their net, talking trash on their own domains in order to trash the IPOB and, of course, to sabotage our movement. All of you are failure. You see how you fail woefully. Because why you must fail is all of you, even from the DOS and all the ERATs that are jumping around, tell yourself who is on the lost side. Because of hate they have for Simon the Bad, they have for autopilot, the genuine people that got a call, they now operate with the Nigerian state, fighting the same thing, using an evil lawyers, people like Eheamofu, in order to squander or crash or to delay the movement of our celebration of Biafra. But we must get there. We must get there. Somebody said we should say that the Martin Nankan has been free already. Do you want to put it back? One man, they call a man I wish or something, that man will try like fish also. They will sit in the zoo and they will talk because they have internet. These are some of the 5 million Iraqs that will say they pay out in order to fight against us. But shame unto them, those of them who rise up against us. See, one thing you must understand that all of us were in this shit. All of us were in this shit. You must not tread where you must not conquer. Treading on the area of the autopilot, all of you that conspire together and setting up Martin and Kanu, seeing the truth and turning upside down, all of you are in a very serious mess and danger. Because not even us, God Almighty, the God of our land, are going to deal with you. These brokers are not going to stay longer here. But I just want to tell people this early morning that whatever thing you sow, you shall reap. I want to tell also all the autopilot members, stay fast, remain calm, look forward to our restoration, and listen to anything Mazi Samaneba and Madam Azuka is telling to us. They are leading us in a very right direction, and we must get Biafra. We are to get Biafra. Nobody can stop it. The fuck cannot stop you. No power can stop it. No principalities, no enemy can stop the actualization of Biafra, because it is the mandate of Elohim. That is what all of us must understand. We must get Biafra. Why we must get Biafra is there is no chance for us to become a genuine Nigeria. Everything has been corrupt. Why we must get Biafra is so that we can be able to have a platform where we reconcile to our God. Do you think it is our own system or it is the usage of an affluent young people to sort out our skill? The reason why we talk to our nation is because they are not doing the right thing. But when Biafra comes, everything will be ratified and everybody will love his brother and we live normal as we used to live. But because of the impunity, the invention of the Fulani Caliphates, who come from Senegambia and all parts of Africa, whose Mazin and Kano last time here disclosed how, or Erufai also told how the people that are coming to invade us, where they come from. And how also they let us know that the Fulani person does not have a bandit. That's why they use their cow to invade us, to use Boko Haram and everything to invade us. Push, we are now also trying to protect our people. When you try to protect our people, they say, hey, it's a secret network, they kill people. They are unknown government. Who told you that? The Eastern Secret Network are in the bushes. That is where they are. Biafra agitation started by peace, and we have been peaceful all this while. So anybody who is backing us, a terrorist or demanding on how you take us to court, it is left for you. In any court where we go, believe me, we must win you, because it is not a crime for somebody. No one knows the impunity of the state of Nigeria and how the Fulani invention have been going on. No matter they keep quiet, the truth is something that cannot be hidden. And that's why we demand for the state of Biafra, and we must get Biafra. All of you who are sabotaging Biafra, you Cheraka, we must get Biafra.
Biafra is December. Peter B is running for president. We don't want Biafra again. say around your Fulani, and I can be an arcade. And I would do this from now for equities you could be afraid. If a bit running for president, we don't want that again, you go die. That baby, not long enough for Gamboa. Not long enough for Gamboa. It actually don't want could be a guinea. Continue now, payment now. Continue now, payment now.
That's it. Anybody you see that are fighting for one Nigeria to stay. Anybody you see that are fighting for one Nigeria who don't want this secession, that you don't want to talk about Udua, you don't want to talk about Biafra, that person has something that is getting. And all of you who have watched Speed here, Speed has somebody he's talking to. After I think about 1 day ago, I saw one of our sisters who usually are on Hollywood. It's not in there. So she was fighting. Who is in Finland? Finland. And the Speed responded to them here. These are the Fulani Caliphates. About to match your hammer. You are and again back in the year. According to Speed, so, and now, if they are to shower for, then I will now begin to fight with their own self. These are the people that have been in Hollywood for ages and without coming out with nothing. If you are in America as a Hollywood actor or actress, don't know who you are. But in the zoo, after they are poking people, use the child guys who need you. Then I buy one Nigeria. They go now. So why mustn't you fight against your own self? But after 8 years, Ethiopia, then you come back to zero. Let us look into this fact. No matter how much you vote P2P can never repair Nigeria. And after 8 years, you will return back to your suffering. And like as I used to say, that Catholic church and Anglican church in the front of your house will become Aisha Mosque, Yusuf Mosque. Then you change your name from Mbele. Then after Abuzie, all of you will end. Nobody will no longer remember you again. So some people say, hey, don't cause war. There is no freedom that comes with that fight. You must persuade. And we are not violent in anything we are doing. We are dragging forward the law. Which Trump said also on one of his comments here. He said, if you don't get yourself, you keep on working hard and try harder. Listen to this.
If I give you one message to hold in your hearts today, it's this: never, ever give up. There'll be times in your life you'll want to quit, you'll want to go home. Just never quit. I've seen so many brilliant people. They gave up in life. They were totally brilliant. They were top of their class. They were the best students. They were the best of everything. They gave up. I've seen others who really didn't have that talent or that ability, and they're among the most successful people today in the world because they never quit and they never gave up. Never stop fighting for what you believe in and for the people who care about you.
Right. Having listened to that, and you digest this message, you will understand that Donald Trump there is telling you that what you are doing as a Biafran, you are doing what you're supposed to do because you believe on what you are doing. Whatever thing that you are doing for Biafra to be restored, it is a genuine purpose. And all of you, those of you who are contributing money, those of you who are speaking out, anything you are doing it on a genuine purpose. Listen, all my representing Nigerian media. But God, now yesterday, somebody something like that. Now he's now pleading to Simon Ekpa, confessing. And many of you have seen what your so-called US, and it is somebody also, is it in Finland or in Germany he talked about, that gave him so fake information and he give you about it. And after you lied and lied and lied, the next day you come out now so that Simon Ekpa will forgive you. It is so shameful that our people can be so demonic to destroy someone who God is not destroyed. And now you come to confess what you did. Let me put a number in case of somebody on the call. If you want to call and contribute, you can call on this number. We're here. That is how they have been lying. Not even Simon. Even when Masinanika was here, they use all this cock and bull media, like that one, and about somebody who are working in the things. That's some newspaper, if I'm right. I think I want to get that video for Simon and I'm going to play it. So you lied that Simon left. Somebody told you, all the criminal of the US in Germany, because they want to tarnish the image of Simon Ekpa. And one thing you must understand, that anytime you put Simon in your mouth, you commit it, you attract more people to him. Now, after that fake news came, is it on Friday, after that, he should that statement in that their Sun newspaper or Sunrise newspaper, because all these newspapers, I'm only taking few of them I read. I go to for newspaper or whatever, Twitter is where I go always. So when that info came, do you know what you did? The moment you post that your nonsense and how Simon Ekpa is, do you know how many people that also subscribe on Simon's channel on YouTube? Because when you think that you are bringing it down, the headline say, hey, Simon Ekpa has run, or people went to the Twitter, people went to his Facebook, viewers become small. Anytime you want to bring us down, you must go down by yourself. IPOB, we are one family. And we are not afraid of all your impunity. If anybody wants to call any calling, I have only 10 minutes more to spend, then we'll call it a day. I just came to tell our people tonight, we must always ask why we are hated. Why we are hated is because we are on the right track. Why we are hated is because we believe on what we believe. That's why you must be hated. They will even use your own mother to hate you as long as you are fighting for freedom. But what you must understand is no freedom fighter will never be rewarded by anything that he did. Because he genuine fight for your people, whether you die or you are alive. Put that in your mind, and for your operation, man does not die. We are doing the right. We are fighting for the justice of not only Biafra, even some of the Fulanis who are killing us, because some of them also have been hypnotized by religious fallacies, and now they are killing people to that it is their duty to kill. But what you must know is, what you cannot keep alive, do not remove. There is a nemesis and the world of karma. The life of karma is waiting for you. Anything you do, you will receive it. Of course, many of them still don't believe that there is God. But you must understand that is God. That is God. They are right why they hate Biafra as we demand for freedom. Many people have asked for the freedom in some other part of the world. They got it. And Biafra will not be different. That's why we are fighting it with everything we can. We don't want to see our mother being raped again. We don't want to see our sister being raped again. Go to Southeast, everywhere is dry. All our youth run away. They kill our people in Goba and Osendigo. And then many people also who are talking now, asking why sit at home. You want to kill our people, you want to stab our people. And the more you shout that it is painful, the more autopilot will bring sit at home. Because we want to free ourselves from being killed, from being run away from our own people, from injustice. That is why we're here. That is the main reason why we're here. You can shout it from now to hellfire free, because God has given us a mandate that we must liberate ourselves from the state of Nigeria because of the Fulanis who have taken our land, those who are coming from diaspora. Last time they came, all of us, we saw them in Enugu, where they were dropping bombs in Enugu. Last time they came in Nzombe, is it Nzombe, right? Or in Nzombe, or Eheamofu, somewhere there. People also catch them, where they're using Dangote trailer to import weapon in our own place. And the people are still shouting. Why they tell people sit at home? We must sit at home, especially tomorrow that is also Monday, that is the regular sit at home, and people must sit at home. We will use sit at home process. We will use sit at home disobedience without fighting anybody on the streets and get our leader Mazin Nankan out. Forget about all this things. Some of his families are talking trash. Those who their hand are in the betrayal of Mazin Nankan. I tell you people, there is no way a king will be betrayed without some members of his family. Bible said it. But at the end, everything will come out. When we talk about sit at home, every one of them shout out. They begin to run around, orchestrating fake memes. The Mazin Nankan say, he said this, and we, through the dragon, have already let them know that we can never take any command from anybody who is outside this, I could say, who is outside, inside the prison. Good morning, Mazi. You want to contribute on the program? Good morning, sir.
Yes, good afternoon from here.
Good morning, Mazi, from here.
I see the headline of the topic, answer of the truth. See, Mazi, in this world where we are, once you are saying it, nobody will hurt you. So it's from the origin of life. Things starting from time of Garden of Eden, in time of Christ. Christ came to preach truth. The people loved him. No, they was a criminal and he killed someone who want to say the truth. And someone actually called him up so and what I'm going to do now, mother actually do one of the trust. Where the young men are you people. And the truth to one, I did with you do what you because I didn't work. Ya si na dey we be man oge ruo oge ruo oga and no kwa ho dey amara onye oga adagi
eziokwu
patulada so Biafra bụ ogwo patulu nada Biafra bụ afọ ime adi egbusi aka Biafra bụ ọnwa adi egbusi aka Biafra is no matter how you try to take this truth you must come to accept it at last and a na-ejikọ ọsagba ndị mmadụ eziokwu ekwu na asị ya na ndị na-asị na ọ bụrụ otu a ka esi enye ya ọ bụrụ otu a ka esi enye ha bụ kana otu a ga-esi wee nye ya ka ọ dị mma enwere ekwurịta ga-esi wee nye ya ka ọ dị mma ọ na-eme ịchọ ọka he who wants peace will first prepare for war after the war will now have peace. We can only get Biafra through violence. There is no other way. Nigeria are not ready to give us referendum.
Of course.
They can never accept referendum because they know that what they do is that all Igbos will vote, all Igbos will vote for them to go. I get the phone, all for nature of America, nature of EU, nature of Russia, Egan out of Kanyogo, or be Luba Hog while it's okay, Bogo, or pay law, the able to know.
Of course.
And even I want a law of the able or not one out. I don't know if my job.
Onye waka anyị na-agwa ha maazị ya waka anyị na-agwa ha otu ọ na-afụ ụfụ ebe a ka a ga-ejide ha ebe ọ na-afụ ụfụ go
anyị ga-alụso zoo ọgụ ọ bụrụ na ya lụso ha ọgụ ka Britain wee bịa ọ bụrụ na ya lụso ha ka America wee bịa ọ bụrụ na lụso ha no fighting asking here now we need to do and even if this heaven will fall let the heaven fall but let Biafra come because coming of Biafra is for all blacks in this world to be free. It's for all Christians to be free. It's also to help Israel for their stand in the world as number one people who are always said were the Israelites. So whoever is taking fruit is wasting time. Ndị be anyị na enyi m agbara nga agwa na achọrọ m ịgbaga abụ okwu. One of my guys na okwu na nwanne stop n'obi Jew. Just no too much stuff. Now, so do is where we are for now.
Exactly.
What do? Sit at home, you refuse. You will sit at home by force. Don't do this, you refuse. You will do it by force. You know, when they talk about all these things and people are saying it, you know what people know is that because of Yoruba are taking their own on a trying to push out their plan their own. Exactly. If they are forcing like when Biafra say sit at home, Yoruba will say sit at home. Believe you me, the zoo will run at the instantly. The zoo will collapse. Instantly. If Yorubas will join us out immediately and issue order to sit at home on our side, they will say sit at home on their own. Believe you me, my brother, it's very easy as an agency. But I want to tell them, like me, who work in zoo, who is a commander in a zoo, know that. See, let me give you an example. Some police station in Eheamofu government, they don't have more than 30 people, some areas. If I tell you that in Eheamofu government, of the way we have area command at Eheamofu government, you know that what is there? The policemen are there only 55 now because there is no men again. So if you are talking about Biafra, for us to take these people to fight, my brother, it could not have more than 6 days because I know how many. Go to how many are there? Go to New how many are there? Go to this place. And this time around,
they have nobody.
The fight is fight on your nation. So our people need to come and embrace the truth. But it's hard for anybody to say because never is not no name Ezoku na the kanu go bagara. Ezoku go the kubo bagara. Ezoku Simon the kubo bagara everywhere. And the one is on the major to no mona ana meeting later on the meeting alangwa.
Ezoku.
So people can never accept these truths, but they will be forced to accept it. And if you look at it, India like Biafra before, people are coming back gradually.
Yes.
And we are. I am at the time never started Biafra. I am about 90 minutes. I am on only extra 15, 30 minutes extra time.
Exactly.
That is 23.
Exactly.
Come from 15 years ago. When you teach now, you teach never start Biafra where we are now. We must start 2023. I am on extra time. I am about to go 90 minutes.
For sure. For sure.
We that must use every strategy to make sure that we win this battle because CHUKWU is with us. CHUKWU in the spirit of rain, all this battle has been won. It's just that now. No one you buy nothing actually about double CHUKWU. I mean, you look at it. Look at where Emma Jenny move. Where Emma no the sudden move waiting back here, but I see about dumb CHUKWU. Not school down here. Now, check it in a sense, you get move. Of no question about running move or just sense here now. She let's get to say there are no some of it. Malone where the Lavana one most there's a whatever to do a lot. In the Pumobona, and here maybe let me check the lawyer and I expose Nigeria government to the world. The hand is enough to stress Nigeria government and bring them down. We must bring them down. We are waiting. Just an order that is this day is next week 1 month.
We must use that. We must use our strategy. The sit at home is our strategy.
We need to see what is on ground and those that are on our abroad, whatever is planning. That is why when I believe Simon say, what you don't know is bigger than you. All this era, all this can boost they are
thank you, Mazi. Thank you.
Everywhere. And I also want to tell our people one thing. You see this your program now. Me, I have shared this program on a Facebook. I have shared it on my Instagram.
Thank you.
TikTok. So we must be sharing all the programs because if they are trying to bring people down, why they are not bringing my page, then what I have to do is to bring your them on YouTube. Put it on Facebook. People be seeing it. We must start hearing. Our petition, have you signed it? When you sign the petition, put it on Facebook. Let the world know that we are signing the petition. Contact your friends. Ask your friends to sign. The sign petition is very easy because this is things we need to do on our own. That is the truth. So come on them, eziokwu bụ na Biafra ka anyị na-ele anya. Inwe anyị mmemme ekwa Biafra na ọba cannot mechite aka ike like some hours. You open your eyes to Biafra. So man, we must continue to do anything possible. Anything human being can do to get Biafra, no matter how bad or how good it is. No matter it's what we are fighting for, nothing else. We are not in two phases. We are only in one phase. Our eyes on the ball. What is the ball? The ball is Biafra to get Biafra. That is the ball. And once we score the goal is what? We want to have our freedom. We have scored a goal. So we must do anything possible to get Biafra. The truth will come at last. That's why people say, had I know come at last. All this propaganda of Putobi and all these people. My brother, what to choose Putobi? I said when I get my phone, very soon I will get a new phone. Me, I will be on air. People from Anambra, from me, I will be seeing my face. Then I will expose more about P2B and what P2B is doing now. Happening in Finland, is P2B can happen in Finland. P2B is giving them money to do whatever they can to do. You see meeting that Simon is going to go today with all those people in diaspora, those Igbo world leaders in diaspora. Believe me. P2B is on one of them on their platform on that meeting, but he will not say a word. He wants to get all the strategies that Simon wants to say and to but the only is that P2B is no-go area. Have you think of that kind of a man? Have never anything about it, and that is what two people want us to. People are talking. All those Iraq want to use Nandekano to reach themselves. P2B Boyanzo councillorship na here. P2B nobody has no chairman on when P2B with a that is P2B for you. So P2B, I will mean no one or whatever okay, so we want we have an assassin over the Nigeria that as well. Now, so my brother, no surrender, no retreat.
Thank you, of course,
so I want to tell you by talking about no matter how hard, how delayed, that is why they say it can be delayed, but it can never be delayed. Exactly. Biafra is our destiny. Only be delayed like what is called is delayed, but 2023, everything can be in our hands. So we take it by force. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mazi. Thank you.
Protect Mazinandekano, protect Simon and Epa, protect Austin, protect Mazugo, Gaddafi, and all the autopilots. We should give more strength to do more at this extra time we are doing. I pray and believe that our Heavenly Father,
Thank you, Mazi. Thank you for calling. That was our brother, wonderful brother on this autopilot. For a long time, we know each other. And here, if you look here, you can see on the comment section, the petition link is still there. For many of you who has never got it, if you go to the comment section and we want you to sign, we'll use our own petition to kill their own petition, and they will know that autopilot, if they like, let them go and hire Fulanis from Senegambia and work for them. The only thing we know is we are genuine people, and very soon, all our women in European are going to also to protest against every attack on Simon Epa should stop. They never know how to ask you, all of for now, go then naked one day not barrenosa. Okay, so because today, like as I said, I'm not going to stay much longer here because we are also coming on live today with Master Simon Epa around 7 o'clock. If I'm sure of that, yes, on Igbo We have a meeting with the Igbo people in the diaspora. I think it's today, so around in the evening, we are coming live. I don't know if it's live actually, but if anything, you still get the information. So we're going to meet them today for some certain things. We are invited by Simon. Let me say we go there because all of us were not qualified to be there, but under the umbrella of Autopilot, we are going there today. So God bless you for sharing this. Please, on the comment section, those of you who will watch this video, even when you are off, please try to click that link of petition. Click that link of petition, sign as much as you can, send it. Those of you who can put €2, €1 you put. If you cannot, you share. It's very easy. They don't demand your name, only just your email address, and you put any name, Eheamofu. If you cannot put your real name, so do it that way. And may God bless you. And I will say, may CHUKWU ABIAMA bless all you who have been subscribing on our channel and who have been following me on Mazi Okoko Biafran TV and Mazi Austin Okonkwo. All of them are in the YouTube. May God bless you and keep all of you. Say,
I'm here now again. Ekutoku Biafra December. Peter B running for president. We know one Biafra again. Eheamofu. Ije chaka nira chaka ekpe awuju onye spam n'afọ. Na-amụ half this, half that. Emụrụ nke ibi, emụrụ nke na-amụgharị left and right. Era onye Awụsa, era onye Fulani, era aka nira aka ekpe. Ana awuju onye spam n'afọ. Ekwutezi okwu Biafra December. Baby is running for president. We no want Biafra again. You go die. That baby, nwa ahụ nọ n'afọ ga-agbawa. Nwa ahụ nọ n'afọ ga-agbawa. Ị ga-achịgide nwa kubie ngị ime ya chi nwa. Continue na-atọ ime n'ama. Continue na-atọ ime n'ama.
The problem with Africans is that if they say nobody should go outside, everybody will go outside to check if somebody is outside.
Hi, what causes in a woman a kuruta? Ebubeli guamo billion. What Japan to many pilotimo? What is sabini guamo billion? Kulio bilio, CHUKWU ABIAMA. Borona nyaga, kulio bilio, CHUKWU ABIAMA. Borona nyaga. Kulio bilisienu, CHUKWU ABIAMA. Pusiere na nyaga. Kulio bilienu, CHUKWU ABIAMA. Pusiere na nyaga. Maximum respect to my own diluted leader, Prophet Mazinandekano. EU kept quiet, America kept quiet, UN kept quiet, the whole world kept quiet. EU kept quiet, America kept quiet, UN kept quiet, the whole world kept quiet. EU kept quiet, America kept quiet, UN kept quiet, the whole world kept quiet. EU kept quiet, America kept quiet, UN kept quiet, the whole world kept quiet. They came from Sahel, they came from Chad, they came from Niger, Salam. Mali, claiming our land, killing our people because of our blessings, my God.